maybe we were wrong about the Steelers defense. Maybe they're actually good. They're kind of shutting down the Vikings 24-6 with 11:18 left in the fourth over there in Ireland. And yeah, if you have Vikings players except for Justin Jefferson, well, I guess you'd only probably be starting Mason, maybe in Hawkinson, maybe Addison. If you started anyone besides Jefferson, you're not super excited. I guess Jordan Mason has something, 62 total yards with 3 catches, but yeah, Wentz, terrible. A couple of interceptions. Addison not doing much. Not looking good for that. That was I guess, a little bit of my fear with like buying into the Vikings after last week. The Vikings with Wentz, that is. I was like, man, that game last week was just kind of a weird game, and I don't trust it 100% in terms of like, oh, Wentz is going to be awesome. So, Steelers side of things, I mean, Rodgers is not great, but he doesn't have to do a whole lot. Kenneth Gainwell, 11 carries, 57 yards, 2 touchdowns with 4. He has 78 total yards with 2 touchdowns and 4 catches. It's great. Finally get a big DK Metcalf game. He had an 80-yard touchdown. That will do it right there. So overall thoughts on the game before we kind of transition to what's going on this Sunday morning?
Fuck TJ Hawkinson. I'm with you now.
Yeah, maybe, I was kind of on the side of like, what's wrong? Why is everyone out on him? Maybe he's just not good anymore. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, weird. Well, he only had 1 target so far. I mean, the game's still got most of the fourth quarter left, but that's not really going to change.
Yeah.
Vikings look shook up. He should have had that ball. It was a little behind him, though. But yeah, good to see Metcalf. He hasn't done anything in the second half, I don't think.
Not really. I mean, he had 122 yards in the first half. He has 126 right now. So
yeah, so no one's complaining about that. But you would have hoped he would have built on that a little bit. Right before I walked in here, they were looking at Calvin Austin.
Yeah, he went to the locker room.
Okay, so
yep. Which is significant because he's been kind of a part of that Steelers offense to start the year. So it could hurt Rodgers, could hurt, help someone else. Not like he's been amazing for fantasy, but he's caught a couple touchdowns. He's stretched the field for him, and stuff like that. So it's
Roman Wilson time.
Maybe Addison catches another pass here. Caleb Johnson's on.
We got an update. Hawkinson has a catch.
He has a catch?
5 yards. Yeah.
Holy crap. I'm behind on my my stream here.
Downward Fun just posted it right here, and I saw
Caleb Johnson might be the funniest player in the league. What do you mean by that, Downward Fun? I actually haven't been actually watching the game, just been kind of having it on in the background. I heard that he dropped the pass. He's at least on the field. He has positive points. He has 2.2 points. So what does he have? 2.1 points now on the season. So at least he has that. Let's see what the snap share is looking like here for them early on. I'm going to pull that up here. Steelers. So we got Gainwell has played 29 of 40 snaps. And Caleb has played 10 of 40. So there you go. 25% snap share. Not enough. Kind of sad, though, that Kenneth Gainwell, you're behind Kenneth Gainwell. I think that's not great. Steelers backfield moving forward, count me out. I mean, the positive of it all is that, Jaylen Warren has looked good, but I was worried about Caleb Johnson coming in and maybe looking good, and that was going to affect Jaylen Warren. So hopefully you guys were able to take Jaylen Warren out of your lineup. Sleeper did add that thing last year. The auto sub came in handy. I think they kind of made it. Remember a couple years ago, the whole Kamara thing? I don't even know if he was questionable. But he like got ruled out, and there was a whole thing about that. And it's like, well, what do we do for people on the West Coast? We can't expect them to wake up at 6 a.m. on a Sunday, blah, blah, blah. So I'm glad they added it. I don't know if other sites do.
I'm sure you can. You can expect us to wake up early to check our lineups.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of early, though. I want to say it was even earlier that year. I want to say it was even like 6 a.m. I feel like they played the Europe games even earlier than that. So, but the sleeper auto something, although it didn't seem to work with one of our leagues, although I'm glad he had proof because that would have kind of just created a kind of headache that I wanted to avoid. So
yeah, I noticed in one of the leagues, I think it was the redraft league. Like, is that the one where? No, I'm playing Pete. I don't know. There was one of them I checked this morning. It looked like Warren was still in for somebody. It wasn't the one that they were talking about, though.
Well, El Dorado, Marv had him, but then it auto subbed him, I guess.
There was one of the other leagues I saw where it did, like, it said the player they wanted to sub in underneath, just like in that in the picture. that Marv showed, but it did the same thing in one of our other leagues. But
yeah,
I just figured once the other player started, it was going to swap them. I don't know. Obviously,
yeah, but then it swapped them for it swapped them. I thought so maybe as well, but it swapped them for in the other league like right away. So I'm not sure what was going on there. Kenneth Gainwell might be elite. Yeah. Mike's O-line looks like Houston's. Hawkinson with the catch. I just saw him with another catch. So what's he up to now? 3 catches. Oh, did he just catch another one? Or did he not catch that one? Holy crap, TJ Hawkinson is
if they get a touchdown with Hawkinson, like just feeding him the ball, I'll feel vindicated. Right. Be like, well, yeah, throw it to him.
Yeah. It's good for JJ McCarthy. If you're worried about, maybe they don't start JJ McCarthy, it's like, they're going to be starting JJ McCarthy. How Wentz has looked today. Offensive line has not been good. I will say that. So that's always going to be an issue. But that's a part of the appeal of McCarthy a little bit, is he can kind of help with the bad offensive line because he can move a little bit more than Wentz at this point. Who we going here? Chuba Hubbard or Quinshon Judkins? PPR?
Yeah. I'd say they're kind of identical players, right? Like as far as their workload, just based on what we saw for, Chuba last year and this year. Like he's the dude, and Judkins, if we're looking at the trend for the last 2 weeks, they're both going to be the 1A on their teams, or just the ones, I guess. So I was looking at the matchup. Chuba's got the Patriots, which is a better matchup than going against Detroit, but I don't know, that Browns defense, I feel like it really lends towards the running backs being heavily used. So
you're saying like they're keeping the game close, basically.
Right. Yeah. And so clock management and everything comes into play. So I don't have a strong lean, but I'm probably going to go with Chuba.
I'd go Chuba as well. I am a little bit worried. I think Lions at home is probably the best offense in the league. Lions at home. I mean, we just saw them on the road put up a lot of points, but Lions at home is elite. Like, I don't think there's an offense better than them. And so that game could get out of hand. I agree. Cleveland could keep it close as well, like we saw them do against the Ravens. But I think Cleveland at home defense is different than going up against the Lions. So, I'm going to go Chuba. I just don't want that Browns game to get out of hand, and then Judkins gets a little bit, game scripted out a bit. So, as we got a touchdown by Xavier Scott, we got a 2-point conversion by Jalen Naylor. We have a 10-point game, 10-point lead by Pittsburgh, 7:50-ish to go. So
Wentz is making his case.
Just makes me look stupid as soon as I like talk shit about him. So yeah, Bryce, I think it's close. If you felt strongly about Judkins, I'm not going to argue against you. I agree with my brother there that they're very similar. Chuba Hubbard is questionable, so if you want to make that your tiebreaker, and I don't know if they both play when they both play and stuff like that, but it sounds like Hubbard's supposed to play.
Yeah,
is that game already? Yeah, we would have gotten an update right by now, right?
yeah. It says he's ready to go. I kind of forgot about that. So maybe that gives a slight lean towards Judkins. I don't know.
That's fine. If you want to make that your tiebreaker, it's literally close enough for me to make that your tiebreaker. So I would go Hubbard still, but don't mind the Judkins part. Caleb Johnson's drop pass was atrocious. He's finally outscoring Vidal. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't actually see it. I just kind of heard it again. I had it on in the background. Warring being out was a bummer. It was 4:30 a.m. for Marvin. So are you in Hawaii or something, Marv? Is that where he would be? It must be in Hawaii or Alaska or French Polynesia, potentially.
We're just on a boat.
Yeah, or he's on a boat. Yeah, he might be on a cruise. Someone was on a cruise in one of our leagues.
Oh yeah. Does time really exist on a cruise?
Yeah.
Seriously. You're just kind of like waking up whenever the hell.
Yeah.
I've never been on a cruise, so.
I have not either. But everyone's talking about Hawkinson. Hawkinson with 2, really impressive effort. He's a bummer. He is a bummer. 3 for Hawk in 1 drive. He's getting fed now. I'm trying to sell a share, so happy Xavier Scott is elite. Yeah, I picked him up in several leagues. Not that I plan on starting him, but he was kind of impressive. He was getting a lot of buzz in preseason and stuff. Chase Brown or Hubbard for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Chase Brown and Hubbard for Amon-Ra. Yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat. Would you do that?
Yeah, to get Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, I'd want Amon-Ra.
Yeah. I was having the Catan flashbacks. I'm like, which side?
I know.
Which side is
I'm always like that, no matter if it might just be my brain. So I just always say which side I want.
Yep. St. Brown.
That's agreed. Jay Money says PPR second flex, Trey Tucker or Hunter Henry. I feel like the Raiders will win a shootout against the Bears. Hunter has the Panthers. I have Ferguson as tight end. Do I run 12-man? 12-man personnel. That's an interesting one. Trey Tucker or Hunter Henry. I think I lean Henry.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. But I will say this, if you need to chase points a little bit, I don't know who you would be facing. No one really went off in the Thursday game, right? Or if you're going up against Metcalf or, if you're for some reason, oh my God, Gainwell. If you're chasing points for some reason, or you're projected to lose pretty badly, like it's a 70-30 split or something, even though a lot of times those projections don't mean much, but they mean something. Maybe go for the upside of Trey Tucker. Or on the flip side, if you're projected to win pretty heavily, I think Hunter Henry is much safer. So, 8 catches, 145 for Trey Tucker is a bit of an anomaly. I don't know if I expect him to get that many catches. I expect him between 2 and 4, and maybe he catches a bomb. That could change after this week, but that's still kind of how I'm viewing Trey Tucker, 2 to 4 catch guy, and you hope one of them's a bomb to make your week there or make your game. Everyone's just going off on Gainwell.
Yeah.
Hot knife through butter. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Kenneth freaking Gainwell. Maybe just, Steelers
the Eagles are holding them back.
Yeah, maybe. They were playing Boston Scott over him all those years. And
Boston fucking Scott.
Yep. Boston Scott. Kenneth Gainwell, 5th round pick. I was wondering when he was drafted. Yeah, Gainwell is kind of tearing him up. But yeah, any start sits on your side? I know it's going to be a little bit quieter just because people are probably just watching the game and stuff. So I'm going to start looking through my lineups here to see if there's any. Do I start Worthy over Dontavian Wicks? Probably, right?
Yes.
Um,
I'm gonna have this question like every week.
Which one?
My receivers in our redraft league, in our dynasty league, Tyreek, Nico, AJ Brown start 2.
Sucks that you can't start them all.
Yeah, no. Gotta trade one of these guys. No, I like having the depth.
Tyreek, Nico, or AJ Brown. Probably Nico and Tyreek.
That's who I've got in right now. Tyreek gets the Jets, who are, bottom quarter of the league against wide receivers.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels so weird to sit AJ Brown, but I just don't know what to expect week to week with the Philly offense.
Yeah.
Obviously he's like super involved and like he's an elite player, but for whatever reason, he's kind of the odd man out right now.
Yeah. I think I agree with you there. Let's see here. DeAndre Swift, we got any news yet? Expected to play. No one on this league that I need. Man, this other team is not great here. I'm starting some scrubs, trying to trade players, but can't. It's my QB Horde league, and I can't trade anyone right now.
Yeah, we do have bye weeks starting next week. We've got the Falcons, the Bears, the Packers, the Steelers. So a couple of elite running backs with Bijan and Jacobs are going to be out. Caleb and Love are probably being started. So those 2 quarterbacks are out.
Yeah. Chris Moore or Mac Hollins or Devin Singletary.
Jesus. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Chris Moore.
He's on Washington.
Okay. Well, not him.
Well, only because McLaurin being out, Noah Brown's out. So Chris Moore might be playing a decent amount in that game. I'm literally just shooting for guys that are playing a lot, Like that's all I can hope for.
Mac Hollins.
Yeah, that's who I have in. I mean, I'm starting in this league Singletary, Hollins, and White. It was my QB Horde league, and then I lost Connor and Eckler, which I expected both those guys to kind of be starters for me. So I was already shallow, but when you lose a couple guys, you're just like, you're down bad. Yeah, I guess that's where I'm going here. Make sure to hit the like button for us, guys. We'll stay live for a little bit. If we don't get many more questions, we'll probably take off a little early. I think there's Europe games for the next several weeks. So week 5, there is one. The Vikings again. Week 6, it looks like there is one. Week 7, there is one. Okay, up until week 7, and then maybe there's more after that. So yeah, we'll just kind of keep looking here.
Jerry Jeudy or Sterling Shepard?
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, right.
It's come to that. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Sterling Shepard's better than him.
Yeah, I know. He's actually projected a little higher on MFL. I am going to start Jeudy, though.
Yeah, I think I still would as well. Jones.
Oh, actually, sorry. Jeudy is projected slightly higher. Sterling Shepard has just scored more points than him. I was looking at his average, at their averages.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's Gainwell up to now? Gainwell is up to 88 rushing yards, 35. Oh my God, man. Gainwell is
He's the
awesome.
man. Of course, I'm playing.
115 total yards, 2 touchdowns, and 6 catches.
I'm playing him in at least one league that I saw,
of course. Freaking
and he's on like the shittiest team too. And I'm like in playoff bracket. What? Did he get another touchdown?
Well, he caught it and got down to like the 2. It's 4th and goal. 4th and goal. Steelers are going for it. It looks like. Come on, throw it to Metcalf.
No. Oh, actually,
Throw it to Metcalf.
sure. I have him somewhere.
Justin Fields or Tua? I'm going to go Fields.
Fields.
I hope Devontae Adams plays because if he doesn't, he might be kind of screwed there. I guess I'd be starting Arian Smith if he doesn't. No, Kevontae Turpin. I got some Terps. Actually, would you start Demario Douglas or Kevontae Turpin? Douglas, by the way, not playing a lot of snaps. 25 and 39 the last 2 weeks.
Demario Douglas?
Yeah. He's not really playing many snaps.
Yeah.
Whereas Turpin played in 66% last week. I think I'm going to go Turpin.
Do it.
There's so many freaking leagues to look through. Oh, they hand it off to Gainwell. He goes on 4th down. Oh, he's pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he got down to the 1. Damn. Everyone's probably like, I think I'm on a big delay, but all right, Vikings with the ball, 340 down 10. Game's basically over.
All right, 99-yard touchdown to Hawk.
Right. Well, I think they're already at the 18-yard line or something.
I don't care. 99-yard touchdown to Hawk.
Jefferson, 10 for 126. And who said he sucked?
I think it was Dad. No.
Right. Just blame him. He can't defend himself. Do you have any other start sits or you good?
No, I actually was good this week in actually checking my teams. And so I think I'm pretty set.
Yeah.
Pretty set up to lose.
I know, right?
You know, we're playing each other in Poseidon, so
I saw that. Let me win.
I mean, it's
Let
nice.
me win.
Yeah, no.
I have Metcalf and Marv gone already there. Oh, yeah, I'm playing Hawk.
Yeah,
so you're playing sweet. All right, let me see.
He saved his bacon a bit. 3 for 25,
bit,
9.25 points.
Yeah, I mean, he could still catch a couple more here, and then he might not look so bad on this 2-minute drill that the Vikings are going to run right now.
Yeah, it's not like I had anyone else to start anyways. Gesicki.
Yeah.
I went light in that league on tight end. Well, kind of. Let's see. Where did I draft Hawkins in? I always like looking at this. I drafted him in the 5th round of our startup.
Eesh.
Maybe that was a bad idea.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like a good one. I guess some of these teams I need to like get rid of. This one team, just like this orphan team I took over, and I haven't really cared too much about it. I just need to get rid of it. It's just such a bad team. I think I'm good too.
You can't just get rid of it. You got to rebuild it, man.
I know. I've been no one wants to trade in that league. Like, I don't even know if half the people are active.
Yeah. I kind of have that in the orphan. That is it the same one that you picked up a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Your 3rd season. Yeah. I have that same problem in that orphan league that I'm in. Like, remember we bought 3 teams and split them between you, me, and Dad.
Oh God. I'm delayed, so I don't know what this is about. I'm probably gonna see it right now. Sorry, you can finish what you were saying.
No, I was just gonna say, like, no one talks in that league. No one wants to
Yeah.
trade. Everyone wants to like win the trade by like crazy amounts, and it's like, all right, you guys aren't even like reasonable. Like,
Yeah.
I've actually rebuilt that team really well, like through some trades.
This just got a bomb. Is he gonna make it? Oh, he got tackled at the 1. Oh, dude.
Jordan Mason time.
He got tackled at the 1. That was a 81-yard pass. He couldn't make it to 82. Vikings are, I mean, if they score right here, they're in it. I don't know how many timeouts they have, but if they score, they are absolutely in it. They have 1 timeout, though. Oh, Mason gets tackled. That's tough. Tackled at the 3, 2 or 3. Yeah, so that league, like, I have some pieces. I have Herbert and Caleb and Bryce. I have a pretty solid quarterback room. My running, I mean, I have Genty as a big piece. I have Puka. That's really it, though. Like those 3 quarterbacks, Puka and Genty, which are good building blocks, but I just can't trade to get anything else. Like, so I'm starting guys like Algier, Keaton Mitchell, Troy Franklin, Jordan Whittington. Like,
yeah, that's the league where I haven't been able to get a second round pick for Cortland Sutton the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all right, you guys are fucking ridiculous. Like,
we got a touchdown.
What's that?
I don't know who there. Touchdown to Jalen Naylor.
What the fuck, man?
2-yard touchdown pass. Vikings are probably going to have to onside it, I would say. I mean, they're north. Is that right? North of the 2-minute warning. Does that even make sense? So they got that timeout, and then they got 1 timeout. So they don't need to onside kick it, but Nix or Fields?
Fields.
I like Fields. Yeah, Nix hasn't been very good. This could be a CJ Stroud sophomore slump type of situation here. Like, we're going to start talking about that this week if he has another kind of down week. I know everyone's like, oh, but he missed like 3 deep shots last week. It's like, well, it's kind of on him to not miss those. Like,
yeah, that was not the receiver. Yeah, the timing was a little off. At least one of those was to Mims, I think.
2 to Mims and 1 to Sutton.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. There was 2 to Mims.
Yeah. Just watching the Wentz to Naylor here. So yeah. Any other questions, guys? Let us know. Anything? Any games you're excited to see this week? We got Falcons, Commanders, Giants, Chargers. I have to work the Texans Titans game. It's terrible. Bucks, Eagles should be good.
Yeah, I hope so. I really hope.
Games.
All right, so here's a question. Do I start talking shit to my boss, who's an Eagles fan, before the game, or do I wait until the Bucks are up, if they are, or I don't say anything?
Nah, talk shit now, and then when they're up, do both.
Both.
Yeah, either that or no, don't talk shit at all until it's over. That's what I would say.
It's probably the move.
Yeah, there's some shitty games. I mean, Rams Colts is going to be a fun one, I think. Chiefs Ravens, but it's kind of some shitty games this week. Monday night games kind of suck, like Dolphins Jets, Broncos Bengals.
I can see the Jets Dolphins game being kind of fun.
Yeah, any of these games could, right? But I don't know. I'm not like super excited to like. There's some storylines, I guess, like Colts. Okay, are you for real? Like, if the Colts win, Daniel Jones MVP. Yeah. But yeah, the old Saints could be. I mean, we could see Tyler Shuck today.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just kind of looking through the slate. I really don't give a shit about most of these.
Yeah. And again, there will be good games. That's just how
What-
football works.
What do
So,
you think about the Kansas City Baltimore? Like,
I think either close or Baltimore blows them out. So, I mean, I think Baltimore could potentially blow them out. A lot of it's going to depend on they are going for an onside kick. It looks like a lot of it's going to depend on like Worthy and his health. I think that really affected that offense a lot. You know, Ravens by a million. Yeah, it's crazy how one of those teams is going to be 1-3, and I hope it's the Chiefs.
me too.
Chiefs.
I mean,
Raiders Bears could be a shootout.
yeah, someone mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Just kind of looking.
We need to start. I think we need to make some dynasty updates videos here soon. Just like kind of touching on some of these players that disappointed, or like CJ Stroud's down quite a lot in QB rankings. He's all the way down to like he was top 10 all basically his whole career. Now he's down to 16. People are kind of dropping him, dropping Lawrence, dropping Bryce Young. I don't know exactly why, but I mean, I kind of know why, but like he's been good. Good. Oh, I thought he had a better game last week. Guess he didn't. How many yards for Quinton Johnston? 200, 300?
He better get 200 or else I'm coming for you. Down with fun.
If someone offers you a second round pick for Quinton Johnston, you think it's going to be early, would you take it?
I don't think so. I mean, we kind of talked about this last week. It's like you spent a mid first on him 2 years ago. Maybe if you're looking to just get out without like losing your ass, which you would have before the season started.
So that's what I was going to ask you. So 3 weeks ago, you would have made that trade in a heartbeat.
Yeah, probably.
So should we let
PPR
3 weeks?
especially.
Should we let 3 weeks influence us this much?
Yes.
like I guess. I mean, it's easier when it's a former first round pick, right? It's obviously much easier than that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't necessarily think like we should just be like, no way, I'm not moving him for that. If we would have done it 3 weeks ago, because again, like we've seen 3 week stretches of players before, and if we're being completely honest, if Quinton Johnston had 1 touchdown, right, instead of 3, would you be more inclined to like still give him away? Like, so I don't know where that would drop him. I mean, it would drop him 12 points in PPR, right? Let's just say we dropped him 12 points. Right now he is 55.7, so that would be 33.7. No, 43.7. That would put him as a top. That would put him tied with Ricky Pearsall as wide receiver 16. Does that make you even like a little bit more like, yeah, I'm okay getting a second for him? He's been a top 20 guy to start the year for the first few weeks instead of like top 7.
I think he's just a solid hold at this point. So no, I'm not selling. I don't think.
2 seconds?
Maybe. I'd probably consider that. If I'm rebuilding, maybe. It's not like he's like old or anything, obviously. Like this is what, his 3rd year? Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I would do it for 2 seconds. Like if you would have done it for 1 second 3 weeks ago, you have to do it for 2. Again, are you going to be right? No, but like unless you're down with fun and like you've believed in him the whole time, but like everyone was out on him and like it, I don't know. It's a little bit touchdown heavy. I know he's getting catches and yards too, but like I think we'd feel a little bit differently if he had 1 touchdown instead of 3. You know, for 2 seconds, I would do it. I think that's the right the right move to make.
Yeah, probably.
Robbie says, how's it going? Need a flex full PPR. Coleman, Jameson, Montgomery, Godwin, and Chubb. Also for tight end, Strange. I think it's Montgomery for that first one.
Yeah, that's kind of my lean. Initially, like the other guys are hard to trust.
Yeah, agreed. Even though it's PPR. Although Montgomery, I feel like catches more than we give him credit for. And then tight end, Strange or likely. Also Drake May or Love. I'm gonna go Strange
and Lev. Dr. Strange Lev.
You're gonna go Love over May? I think I'm going May.
Love against Dallas.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think May has a tough matchup, if I remember correctly either.
Do the Dr. Strange Love thing, so.
Well, I guess May's against Carolina, who's the number one team against quarterbacks up until this point, but May's been significantly better than Love to start the year, over 4.5 points better than him per game. So I'll go May. I'll keep trusting May there. Did Gainwell get that first down?
Yeah, it's kind of funny that Panthers are the best against quarterbacks and the Cowboys are the worst.
Yeah. Yep. When do we start believing that maybe the Panthers defense is just good against quarterbacks? It's been 2 years now, or, a year and 3 games. Downfront says he would only move Huge for a first, and he would still be hesitant. Yeah, I would happily do it for a first. But again, like if you believed in the guy and stuff like that, go for it.
Yeah, he's got to be the biggest mover this season so far, because he was just buried. Like no one wanted anything to do with him, even after catching 8 touchdowns last year.
Corey Davis is a guy who comes to mind. I was trying to figure out someone first-round pick who's kind of a bust and then had like a stretch. Corey Davis in 2020, it was his 4th year. Like up until that point, Davis wasn't great. He had an okay second year, 65 catches, 890 yards, 4 touchdowns. Bad first year, bad third year. And then 2020, he had that stretch of games basically after he had COVID, where he kind of went off, and then we never really saw from him again. He had about four huge games, and then a couple other solid games. But looks like Vikings are going to get the ball back with down 3 points at the 20, starting off at the 20. So we got ourselves a game.
What's the time?
Minute. They got a minute to go get into field goal range. I mean, field goal range now is like as soon as you cross the 50. So, 40 yards or so. I don't know off the top of my head how good their kicker is, but
this might be a reference that you might not remember, but what's that?
Sorry. Go ahead.
I think so. Back in the 90s, there was I want to say it was on MTV. It was a basketball game. I think it was called Rock and Jock, where they had like music players and like musicians playing basketball against like actual like athletes, or it was like a mix on every team.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would have like crazy like stupid things like if you make a basket from here, it's worth 20 points and stuff like that.
I think I do remember something like that. Yeah.
Maybe they should do that with field goals. Like it's like, all right, if you kick a 70-yard field goal, which no one's ever done, then it's worth 5 or something like that.
They, I think it was the XFL. I don't know if they still do it because they combined with the USFL. They did extra points, could be 1, 2, or 3 points. So you can start from like there was no extra point kicks, if I remember correctly. It was basically a 2-point conversion, but the 1 point you start on like the 3, the Wentz just threw an interception. 1 point you start on the 3, the 2 point you start on like the 5, and then the 10-yard line for the 3 point or something. I thought that was interesting. So you could score 9 points.
Yeah. Did you say Wentz threw an interception?
Yeah. So game over.
Intended for Hawkinson?
Intended for Naylor.
No. Well, that's
wait, no, it was incomplete. It was reversed. Never mind.
Come on, overtime.
They still got hope. Yeah, come on, overtime. By the way, a lot of Steelers fans in Ireland. I thought if they would choose one team, it would be the Vikings. Isn't there some Irish Viking? I mean, the Vikings definitely like pillaged that land, right?
Yeah, that's probably why not.
Right.
Now the announcers were saying that the guy who started the Steelers, you probably know who that is, came from Ireland.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Art Rooney. I didn't know he had Irish roots. Oh yeah, he was. His great grandparents were there and immigrated and all that. So, also Steelers are just one of those. Like Steelers, Cowboys, Packers are just they have fans everywhere. Raiders, you know.
Boo.
It's funny because when you interact with people that don't live in the U.S. and they watch football and you ask them like who their favorite team is, you can usually tell when they started watching football. Like I know someone here who's like, Seahawks is their favorite team, and they started watching football in the early 2010s because the Seahawks were just on TV all the time and were good, you know. The Chiefs, if you're a Chiefs fan outside of the U.S., most likely you started watching football in the last 7 years or so.
Or you could just be like our cousin who doesn't even watch football and just be like, oh, like she was like a supposedly a Patriots fan forever, and now she's a Chiefs fan. It's like, oh, you're just a star fucker then, aren't you?
Wait, who?
Charlene.
Oh, that's right.
Like,
yeah, right.
Football.
That's bullshit. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm going to answer this question. Flex, full PPR flex, Pacheco or Woody Marks? God, Pacheco, you suck.
That's where we're at. I'm still going to start Pacheco.
Full PPR. I go Woody Marks, man. Like, I feel more confident in him, I think, catching more passes than Pacheco. Although he's only had one or he's had 2 on the season, 1 in 2 games, one catch in 2 different games. Yeah, it's probably still Pacheco, but I wouldn't hate if you wanted to go Woody Marks. Yeah. Start Gainwell. Just kidding. Need 2 PPR, ETN, Chase Brown, and Pollard. I'm going ETN and Pollard.
Yeah, until we see a little life from Chase Brown, we probably need to not be starting him.
Yeah. Yep.
Where do the Broncos rank?
Man, they are not moving the ball. They've got 19 yards, but still a lot. It's still 43 seconds left. I don't know what's happening in this game. But yeah, I guess we'll stay for another 5 minutes while this game finishes, and then we will take off. What's going to be on your quad box? Or are you just going to watch the Bucks?
I don't know. When are the Packers on?
I think they're Sunday night. Sunday night football.
Yeah, I'll probably just watch the Bucks. Watch just a single game. Besides, like the island games, I haven't done single games for the Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe you what? Sorry.
Is it maybe you split it? Like I'll split it with.
Oh yeah, you could just do 2, huh? You don't have
Yeah.
to go 4. Would you start Kraft and Warren over those running backs, ETN and Pollard? I wouldn't.
Who are you starting out of the? You starting Kraft over Warren?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's like a hard decision, given how they played.
I think I might go Kraft because of the matchup. Although, I don't know. Yeah, I think I might go Kraft. But 4th and 13 here. He says he's going to start Warren. That's fine. It's close enough to where if you have a lean towards Warren, then I'm totally fine with that. I usually tell people like, this is what I would do, but trust your gut when it's that close. If it's obvious, like it's an obvious now, you need to start this guy. We'll say that, but 4th and 17 on their own 32-yard line. Last ditch effort for the Vikings, and there was a 5-yard penalty on Minnesota. Is that right? I don't know.
But they were going to punt.
No. It was like a delay a game or something. They lined up 4th and 17.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they're definitely not punting.
Yeah, I was like, why?
Hutchinson just caught one and got a decent amount of yards there, I think. He got 11-yard catch for Hawkinson. So
game
making a game. No, that was before the 4th down. I'm like delayed here. Okay, game over. Incomplete to Jordan Addison. So, all right, guys. Well, I think we'll take off. Appreciate everyone. Hopefully, you have a good Sunday. Unless I'm playing you like I am with my brother, so I hope you suck. And anyone else out there that's listening, Bobby, I hope you suck.
Hey, with that,
Josh.
With that Hawkinson catch, our projections moved within 5 points of each other.
Oh, like who's projected to win? So Hawk had a decent game then, huh?
That's right. Mark
off.
Down with fun. You're going down with.
He has no starters now, so he wants to.
Oh, you actually have an empty spot.
Oh, down with fun. You better fill that. You can't tank.
No tanking.
Yeah, you got to fill one of your flex spots.
Yeah, start Bam Knight from Thursday.
But yeah, we will catch you guys Monday after the Monday night games. So appreciate everyone and good luck.